for interfering.
Alright, so a lot of Metal Gear science
Once
going on
again,
there.
thank you very much for coming.
Alright.
Well, he is the exact form.
Leave it to me.
We're just taking his boyfriend on
It was a long hug.
I wish I had friends.
Alright, people. Welcome to Metal Gear Science. So just a little disclaimer.
Yeah, a little disclaimer here. Images, sounds, and combinations thereof may or may not be belong to us. So probably the latter of that. So this is for educational use.
Educational.
If anyone asks your students.
Educational.
What's more, we're very lewd people. I know there may be some younger audience members. So prior to the expletives, we just wanted to let everyone know.
earmuffs.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Virgin ears, be warned.
So let's just do some introductions. I'm Piers, aka Iroquois Pliskin. I'm a mechanical engineering student at Northeastern University.
Well, I'm Brian. They didn't let me into nice school, so I'm at Massasoit Community College.
And we just want to throw out a special thank you to Mara for her help. I don't think she made it in.
Yeah, a moment of silence. Mara first handed off this panel to us after her grandfather passed, so a moment of silence, everyone.
Okay.
In any case, Mara wanted this to happen last year. I know some of you may or may not have been there, and it was a shit show. So, in any case, we are here to spiritually succeed and usurp, potentially, the Metal Gear Science panel.
So, what are we going to talk about? Science.
Science rules.
Alright, so first thing we got is cloning.
In the beginning, it's actually about the 1800s that started, and cloning was first theorized in the 1800s. The person who had actually theorized it at the time had it kind of ass backwards. It wasn't until about 1930 where they had finally came up with the true method to cloning. It was only put into practice more recently. But in 1972 was the theoretical year of Les Enfants Terribles, and coinciding was the actual year that Paul Berg was the first man to successfully combine two DNA cells to produce a recombinant cell of two people. So, you know, genome soldiers hinted. Then there's Dolly. Dolly is a sheep, and I'm sure everyone knows the clone sheeps of Dolly. I mean, it's pretty much an icon of the times. You're going to hear a lot of icons of the times here, because just about everything came up relevant. But in any case, going through, let me start with this. The Les Enfants Terribles project consisted of three parents providing to the sons of Big Boss, which were you had Dr. Clark, paramedics assistant. She provided the egg cell. You have Big Boss himself, who was the donor of, or not donor, but he gave his DNA. And finally, you have Ava, who was the person to cultivate
surrogate mother.
And in any case, the reason I bring up Dolly is because who knows if this was possible in 1972? Maybe the Patriots had the technology, we're not sure. But in any case, yes, damn them. In any case, Dolly was actually produced from the exact same method with only one difference. Big Boss was not her father. But also, yes, we know of. Who knows? Metal Gear Sheep could be happening. But Dolly had 3 mothers, essentially, and it consisted of the exact same method. One provided the egg, one provided the DNA, and one cultivated the baby. In any case, the science behind that is, yes, 1972, there's a pretty damn good chance that we weren't able to do that then. This didn't happen until 1996, but in any case, the tech is plausible. And while it has been theorized that this could actually be the same method to be able to produce a human clone. So yes, Big Boss could walk amongst us one day. If not already.
Not yet.
Right here.
Yeah.
Still here.
In any case, we'll move on to rapid aging. Whereas in the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 4, when Snake's mourning the grave, well, he Alex will talk to him while I run this. Essentially, Otacon walks out of thing and says, Snake, we got a problem. Looks like you got looks like you have Werner syndrome or Warner syndrome. I'm not quite sure how he pronounces that. Yes, everyone has that codec in this room. It's all right.
My son.
Where was I? Rapid aging. So essentially, Otacon refers to it as Werner syndrome. From my research, I mean, I can't be 100% certain on this because there's nobody that wrote a thesis on why Snake doesn't have Werner syndrome. But it appeared to me as though it's not Werner syndrome that he actually suffers from. What he could be suffering from is one of 2 scenarios, where one is possibly, a lot of people believe clones are susceptible to rapid aging, which is why we see Snake the way he is, essentially, which is what is implied. However, there is an underlining extra. There is an underlining extra where actually a lot of people theorize that the reason clones age early is because the genes are older than the clone itself. Say, let me put it this way: go back to Dolly. Dolly's parent genes were at the time 6 years old when she was created. Dolly died of old age at 6.
About 6 years early of normal sheeps.
Yeah, a sheep in her class would have lived to about 11, 12 years. In any case, Big Boss, I mean, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's probably like 40, 45 at the time. So there is the possibility, and it falls into line with the ability of that, that Big Boss was, Solid Snake is aging because of that. So both reasons are possible. Question?
Didn't Liquid say that Big Boss was in his early 50s when the genes were taken?
Damn.
Damn the Patriots.
Yeah. Okay. So you probably caught me there. I'm not gonna know every 100% detail. However, you're probably right there.
Big Boss was actually born in 1935, so technically,
Thank you. What was on?
1972, he would have been like.
In any case, you're probably
Big Boss was
right
old
there.
when the genes were taken.
We're gonna.
He's rapidly aging.
One other thing is we're gonna keep questions to a minimum till the end for the most part. However, there will be inherent trivia throughout the panel where we our prize. We're giving out eye patches.
Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, back to that rapid aging. Yes, it's plausible. Even more Dolly. Yes.
Yes.
Finally, the super baby method. From the start, I mean, Googling this, I did not see a single thing about super baby method where it didn't automatically bring me to a Metal Gear 4 of sorts. Basically, the super baby method is bullshit. There's no such thing. However, let's say you tried doing it, which is the process of where Snake originally was octuplets, and they aborted 6 children to encourage strong fetal growth. Was it?
They aborted 5.
5. No, it was 6.
Solidus
Because Solidus came after.
was a separate entity.
I was like, yeah, Solidus came after. He was the perfect, but anyway, sorry. Super baby method. We looked into it, and in the event that a twin dies while a parent is carrying, depending on when it happens, there is the potential of potential birth defects in the baby. So super baby method actually has the opposite effect. So yeah, baby killer method. Here, this guy here, Weisenheimer. Then we get to genetic alteration. A little, yeah, God hated us when I was putting together this panel, and this is the part where it like kind of cut out on me. So I got as much as I could, but from genetic, gene therapy is actually real. We've all heard of it somewhere. But there are scenarios I was reading that they were able to go in and alter DNA post, later on, and there were studies that said it is potentially possible to add on like the features of better soldiers, such as one scenario I saw was they could extend the amount of light, the amount of color that somebody could see, so they could see ultraviolet, and in any case they could use that to have somebody be able to essentially see tumors